Okay, well, I just got done saying I'm not going to do any more journalism. I guess, I don't know, this isn't journalism. This is kind of a response to. I had somebody the other day comment on my YouTube channel that said, I'm nothing but a stolen valor, liar, wannabe, something like that. And there's really nothing worse than you can say to somebody that's actually served, whether they've been in combat or whether they just put time in and time away from their family and sacrificed for other people, and calling them a fake. So I was upstairs going through the inventory, working on trying to get stuff shipped out, and all of a sudden something popped into my head. I wasn't even thinking about this. I don't know why or how it happened, but I just thought, it didn't even feel like my own thought. It's like I was getting guidance from somewhere. God? Uh, Lockheed Martin? Synthetic telepathy? I don't know. Something. It said, go look at your DD-214s. And I was like, where in the hell did that come from? Okay, I'm on my way down to check it out. Your DD-214 is your letter of separation from active duty. So that doesn't mean that it's always your final letter of separation. Anytime, say you're in the Air National Guard and then you go into an active duty role, once that active duty role is complete, you get your DD-214. So I have a few of them. And I'm going through it and I just found some things that were kind of interesting. So I realized that if I would have stayed in the military, my 20-year anniversary, my separation date for my retirement would be 17 August of this year. I got a really weird phone call the other day. Not that I ever don't get weird phone calls. But long story short, it said something about, can you hold out till August? It was about a cruise. Trying to sell me a cruise. Said I only have to pay the taxes, whatever. Anyway, something about hold out till August. I was like, what the hell is this? I thought it was just they were trying to call and check on me, make sure I didn't kill myself. Wait till August and things will be fine or something like that. You know, I don't know, which I'm not going to do, by the way. So yeah, I joined in August 17th, 1999. Well, I'm sorry, I'm kind of reeling a little bit, thinking about this, trying to let this process and sink in. And let's see, I'll cover up my social security number here. But that's that. And then I've got this one here that shows my job duties. So if you've ever heard me talk about Army or Marine Corps, or whenever I talk to those guys, I find out they're in the Army or the Marine Corps, I say, oh, hey, what was your MOS? And that's their job title. Now, these are the job titles that I held in the Air Force. And in the Air Force, we've got to make everything more complicated, so we call it the AFSC. It's a different acronym. That's basically your job, what you did. So I'll start from the beginning here. These are the different job titles I held in the 14, almost 15 years that I was in the military. So the first one is 9T000 Fire Protection Apprentice. Next one is 3E751, Fire Protection Apprentice. Next one, but these are the classes that I passed. And this 3E751, as I gained levels, and now this is as of 2009, so I was until 2013, 14, something like that. I can't remember when I got my paperwork, when I got my honorable discharge. So this is up to 2009. I don't have anything past that I could find right now. Excuse me. So that 3E751, that 1 is the level that you're at, and then it goes 1, 3, 5, and 7. And I think I left at a 5 level or 7 level. I think 5 level out of the fire department. And then I left the fire department, got out of active duty, stayed active duty, the fire department, and went into journalism. That's when I went to the Defense Information School at Fort Meade, Maryland, right across the street from the NSA, and where they now have DIMOC, the Defense Information Management Center. And I became a 3V071 Visual Information Helper. And then I went to 3V051 Visual Information Apprentice. And then 3NO53 Visual Information Apprentice. Now again, as I stayed in that job, the levels went up. Then 3NO73 Graphic Artist. And then 3NO72 Combat Correspondent. That sounds cooler than any of them. All right. Now this is a list of the medals and ribbons that I was awarded while I was in. Just covering my social up here. And these are just, these up here on top are federal medals and ribbons. And then these down here are state ribbons. They don't show the picture of the state ribbons, so I'll go ahead and read those off. I'll go from the bottom up because state awards actually are lower than your federal awards. So these are what I was awarded while I was in the service. California Drill Attendance Ribbon with 5 devices. That was as of 2009. I don't remember missing a drill ever until the very end of my career. California National Guard Federal Service, California Enlisted Excellence, California Good Conduct Medal, California Governor Outstanding Unit. Now that Outstanding Unit, everyone got one. We got the Outstanding Unit Award. And that was actually painted up on the top of our hangar where the F-16s were kept. And that was Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor when we got awarded that. All right, so I'll go up to the federal the federal awards and decorations. So Air Force Training Ribbon, that's what you get when you graduate from basic training. The one right after that, and I got this one here during basic training. First time I ever fired the M16. Small Arms Expert Marksmanship Ribbon, rifle. That's a tough one, seeing that I just lost my gun rights yesterday. Well, on January 4th, a year and 7 months ago, but it was official yesterday. All right, after that, United States Air Force NCO, that's non-commissioned officer, PME, Professional Management Education. What does PME stand for? I forget. Professional Management Education, I'm pretty sure. Graduate ribbon, so that's when I went to the Airman Leadership School in Knoxville, Tennessee, and became a staff sergeant after that. You have to pass that class to become a staff sergeant. All right, the one after that is Armed Forces Reserve Medal with 2 M devices, meritorious. That means I got that 3 times. Air Force Longevity Service. don't remember how long you have to be in to get the longevity award. Global. Oh God, it's tough to even read this one because I get treated like a terrorist. But I was awarded the Global War on Terrorism Service Medal. One after that is the National Defense Service Medal. That's this one right here. If you see guys that were deployed to Iraq or Afghanistan or somewhere in theater, you see that, and they will put that like there's some biker groups, motorcycle clubs, and stuff like that. And the one ribbon that they put on their vest is this one right here to show that they served. Air Force Air Reserve Forces Meritorious Service Medal, Air Force Outstanding Unit Award, so that's all of us. I didn't earn that one on my own, that was a group thing. Air Force Achievement Medal, and I really don't even remember what I got the Air Force Achievement Medal for. And then the Air Force Commendation Medal, and that's the highest award that I was awarded. Oh, and that Air Reserve Forces Meritorious Service Medal I got twice. And that's just by 2009. So each time you get awarded the same medal, you get a device on that medal. And I had devices all over the place on my rack. So that's 16 in total, if you don't count the devices on there, how many I was awarded. Right here, up to 2009, I'd have 8 devices. So 16 medals, and out of those I was awarded some of them 8 times. Well, a total of 8 times. Now here's some of my DD-214s, and when we got activated during 9/11, we got a DD-214 because we got activated for 6 days actually during that. Let's see, is this it? Student flight, no, that's for Airman Leadership School. Okay, this is the one I found that kind of blew my mind here. This is when I was in civil engineering. So, fire department, we were part of civil engineering. So I was a 3E731 fire protection. Let's see, God, I want to show this to you guys, but it's got some personal information. I think all I have to do is cover up that social right there. So, you can probably pause that and read it if you want. Date entered at this period, 2001, September 11. Separation date from this period, 2001, September 16th. National Defense Service Medal. Let's see, member has not completed first full term of service. That means my contract wasn't up yet. I signed up for 6 years initially. And that's all that's saying. So it says, member served on active duty in support of Operation Resolve in accordance with 10 United States Code 12301 at Fresno Air National Guard Base, California from 11 September 01 to 16 September 01. Nothing follows. This part right here. VA Data Processing Center, 1615 East Woodward Street, Austin, Texas, 78772. Number 5, Lockheed Martin Information Technology, U.S. Department of Labor, Federal Claims Control Center, P.O. Box, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Orlando, Florida. Okay, so that's two different places. So, Lockheed Martin Information Technology. I don't know if you guys remember hearing me talk about Lockheed Martin a million times. My dad worked for them. Skunk Works, probably in some other things he couldn't talk about. At Plant 42. And I think my channel's completely censored, so I don't think anybody's even hearing this. If you are, great. Don't hate me for thinking that. But somebody, I don't remember where I heard this, where I read it, who said it, or what. But somebody said that Alex Jones was funded by Skunkworks, Lockheed Martin. And I was like, how would he be paid by Lockheed Martin to do this whole thing? You know where he works? You know where his base is? His home base? He's in Austin, Texas. Where this VA data processing center is. 1615 East Woodward Street, Austin, Texas. That would be nuts if that's like his address. Trip out. Alright, this one is for basic training. And okay, I don't need to go over these two. And then I found a letter I forgot I had, and I might have found this a year ago and I forgot that I had talked about it, but I don't remember this. But let's see, is there anything on here that I shouldn't be? Okay, none of this is classified right here. So I don't know if you folks remember me talking about going to a class with a guy named Chuck DiCaro, working with a group on something called Softwar, SOFTWAR. So this is email I got, or memorandum that showed up. Memorandum for Softwar candidates. Subject: participation in the Softwar Virtual Unit SVU project. The California Air National Guard has agreed to participate in the Softwar Virtual Unit SVU project. SVU is a unit comprised of California Air National Guard soldiers and airmen with civilian cinematic experience in order to conduct forensic cinematic television, telegenic, and teletechnical analysis of adversarial, such as Al-Qaeda, visual media. This unit is capable of distinguishing enemy military tactics, techniques, and procedures by simply viewing the video and pinpointing cinematic idiosyncrasies. We did that. We figured some shit out real quick. It's part of how I figure out a lot of this stuff that I talk about. My training with audio-visual graphics, just knowing how cameras work, how they operate, how people film, and just that whole process. You can learn a lot by the way somebody films, the way they edit, the way they process, a lot of things. It's like having a little crystal ball, kind of. You can tell if they're creating a narrative one way or the other, if they're trying to make somebody like